So I feel like, yeah, I want to talk about it because, you know, I don't really... broken, it's not even typing. Yeah, I'm not really on the blogs like that. But, like, my friends would tell me, like, you know, certain people are saying this. People are saying they feel like you're, what they call it? Non-supporter. Pedophile supporter. All this stuff is a bit... Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what, let me hop on live and explain some of the story. Explain some of the stories. Some people wanted me to come on their platforms and do it. But I was like, I don't want to do all of that. Like, I just want to do my music and go. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you have friends that want to know about this story, it's kind of a long story. So make sure you send that triangle thing to them and let them come on live so we could discuss this. Because I feel like it's just a bit... It's not a bit. It's very ridiculous. Like a lot of the stuff that I see. And, yeah, a lot of the stuff I see is just ridiculous. And I feel like I just need to address it. So, yeah, basically, how do we start? Obviously, you don't know. Well, some of you know, some of you don't know. That, obviously, my brother had a whole situation with a minor. And how they said he was talking to this minor, whatever. I'm just going to break down a little bit of the situation. Because I feel like a lot of people just don't know. I feel like when my brother addressed it, he kind of didn't really go into depth. He just tried to leave it on the surface. And obviously some people believe it, some people don't. And I feel like I just want to say something because, you know, it affects me. It really does. Like, it affects me because I know it affects him. That's really the main thing. And it affects me because a couple of my fans, they, like, message me and be like, are you really, like, supporting this? And I just want you lot to know, no, that's not what it is. So... basically, so when his DMs got leaked and some stuff got tampered with, the person that actually did it used to be friends with Dutch. Dutch's old manager, who's now passed, that boy who leaked some messages and also tampered with stuff was his manager's son. So Dutch was around this guy because of his manager's son. Anyway, his manager passed, you know, rest in peace. He passed, he got shot and he passed. And after that happened, my brother stopped dealing with his son because he was only around his son because of his manager. He didn't really want to be friends with him, he said. He said he didn't really like the way he was moving. They don't want to be friends. Anyway, after that situation happened, yeah, they fell out. He wasn't really seeing eye to eye with my brother. I remember trying to get his number to talk to him to understand what was going on because my brother is the type of person that when he stops talking to someone, he just stops talking to them. And a lot of people, they're not going to just be happy that you just stop talking to them. Anyway, that's the situation with that person on why he like kind of got involved with this whole thing. The girl's mom, whose name Anne, it's not a lady that my brother just met. He's known this woman for years. He's known the family for years. Been around the family for years. So Anne is related to my brother's manager who passed, which means she's also related to the same guy who did this. Anyway, she told me that a week before Dutch's stuff got leaked, that someone called her on a private number and said, oh, I'm hearing your fucking Dutch. That's what she said. So someone called on a private number saying, I'm hearing you fucking Dutch. Someone called her son, who's also older than Dutch, and said, I'm hearing your mom's fucking Dutch. So this is before the stuff got leaked and they started making all these messages or whatever. So basically what I'm gathering is this boy who's leaked this whole thing saw those messages, and like I said, some of the messages were deleted where he clearly was speaking with the mom on that account. Obviously, for her to be talking on that account instead of her own, she has her own personal reasons, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, she has said that she was flirting with Dutch or whatever. So anyway, she was talking on that account, and I think he saw that, and then he saw that they was flirting or whatever, and then he tried to twist it as he's talking to the daughter, which a lot of it he wasn't talking to the daughter. He was talking to her. Okay, so there's at one point when I saw all these messages, before I spoke to anyone, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what the fuck is going on? So, I called someone and got her number, and I said, I need to talk to her directly. I didn't even speak to my brother. I said, let me talk to this woman, because what the fuck is going on? Because it looked all mad. As you lot know, it looked mad. It looked mad. There was no defending it. I didn't care if it was my brother. It's like, I wanted to get to the bottom of this. I need to talk to this woman and find out what the fuck's going on. Spoke to her, and I'm not going to lie. When I was on the phone to her, I thought I was about to hear the maddest shit. I thought it was what a lot of people are thinking. So my heart was just pounding. Like, when I was on the phone to her, I was like, there's no way this woman's about to tell me what this shit is looking like. Anyway, spoke to her. She's like, hi. She was not even sounding mad down. So her whole energy was, as soon as I started speaking to her, I'm like, okay, her energy is not really. Anyway, she started saying, so Steph, I'm sorry about what's happening. So I'm like, even when she's saying sorry, I'm like, no, what? Then she started saying, listen, it's not what people are making it out to be, blah, blah, blah. So I started going through the messages. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, okay, but what does this mean? What does it mean when it says we should reenact this picture? I don't know if you lot saw a picture. And it was a guy holding a girl or something. And I was like, okay, but what does this picture mean? Why would he send that though? And she was like, she said he was on the phone to Fox, which is Dutch's manager. It's going to sound mad confusing because you lot don't know these people, but she was on the phone to Fox. No, Dutch was on the phone to Fox. Fox was at her house, which is Dutch's manager. And they were scrolling through Instagram and they saw a picture where this celebrity girl, I don't want to say her name, she was throwing up some signs, and the signs represent the gang signs from where my brother's from, Clapton or something. So then basically he sent the picture while he was on the phone. They're like, is this girl a part of the gang or something? Whatever, we should reenact it. Some shit like that. I don't know. Anyway, going through all the messages, the mom was describing everything on the shoes. No, he bought me Chanel shoes. He was talking to me. Basically, everything she was describing was no. I was sending him that. He was sending back that to me. Even when he said we should link up, come to the house. She's like, listen, Dutch has never been alone with her daughter, ever. She's like, every time she goes to Dutch's house, all her kids are there. She has a little son and she has 2 other daughters that always come with her. So she's like, listen, Dutch is family to me. It's not what everybody makes it seem. So basically, she broke down all the messages to me and I was like, oh, okay. And I was relieved because I was like, nah, it looks mad. So I get why people are saying everything they're saying. I totally get it. But when I spoke to her, she obviously told me everything. I spoke to him and it was all not what it seemed. Plus messages, plus people were making fake messages and bare fake messages was out. And then also the same guy who did this on sent mad messages where a lot of things was just not what it seemed. So it looked like a mad way. I think even the voice note, he kind of played it halfway and stopped it at a certain point. Anyway, the same guy, when I spoke to him, he leaked the DMs when you see that, what I said to him, because I was like, come on, we all know the truth. Because everyone started speculating that he did it because he was the one who had Dutch's password and he also fell out with Dutch and he didn't like Dutch. And the mom said she got calls just a week before saying, you're fucking Dutch. So a lot of people were speculating that it was him. We did something and saw that like some of the numbers were matching up with his numbers, like his phone number. And he ended up not admitting it, but he was saying some stuff that, you get me, was kind of him. In the message, obviously, I haven't spoken to him since his dad died. So I was like, listen, I'm sorry for whatever you're going through, but this is wrong what you're doing. And then I think he leaked the message. And then a lot of people was like, why is Steph trying to talk to him like that? But I hadn't spoken to him since his dad died. So I didn't want to come on no hype first. First, I'm going to, share my condolences. I know his dad. But yeah, he screenshotted it, put it out and said, I know your brother. I know Dutch. I was in jail with him for time. I know how he gets down, which obviously you're insinuating that you knew he was a nonce from time, but you know how he gets down. So what, you was around this person knowing that this is what he does all the time. And now that it's your family, now you want to out it. That doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like people need to look into that. Like this guy is saying he knew Dutch was like this. He was in jail, so he knows he likes underage girls or something. So if that's what you know, then why are you around him? That's a bit weird. So I feel like people need to start using their common sense. That don't make no sense for him to say that. Also, this same guy who was pushing this whole narrative, coming online saying all types of things. Mind you, when he was coming online saying he's talking to my cousin, I was with the mom, and the mom was just like, bro, this guy hasn't even called me. So what's he talking about? He hasn't. If Like, if it's really true, if he really believes it's true, why is he online doing all this, but he hasn't even called me to ask if we're all right? Like, if he really believes that. Meanwhile, he's the one who did this whole thing. And then the same guy is in a mental home. Like, he's in and out the mental home. So he's online talking about Princess Diana is his mom. Like, there's videos that you could go and look where he's like, Princess Diana is my mom and blah, blah, blah. He's going mad. He's in a whole mental home. So, not to use that against him, like, oh, the person's mad. But the person is mad. So, the person is saying a lot of stuff that don't make sense, has done a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. With the whole mom situation, and she put out a statement, and everyone assumed she's got paid. Why would you... Like, it's so weird to me because... Like I said, I get at the beginning where it looks all mad. The story looks mad. I saw it and I thought, bro, this is fucked up. I spoke to her straight away. I didn't even care what my brother had to say. I spoke to her straight away. So, obviously, she put stuff in perspective on what it really was. And she was like, Dutch will never do that. She's like, I love Dutch. Dutch is like family to me. And me and him, we talk and we flirt a lot, and it's not that, and it has never been nothing, and he's never spoken to my daughter in no way. He's like, my daughter's never been alone. Every time I come to the house, I bring all my kids. We're all together all the time. So obviously she put out a statement. Some people wasn't feeling it. Obviously some people, yeah, Dutch still has support. So some people obviously are with him and believe whatever he's saying and believe what she's saying. But there's also some people that really don't. And it's like, she's been paid. I don't get that. And the daughter's even come out and said, like, bro, it's not that. And then there's a few people, there's just a few people saying it is that. And then there's a few people saying, I'm sticking up for a nonce. I'm not going to lie, brother or not. If my brother, cousin, somebody is really out here doing that, I'm never going to support you. Like, it's impossible. I'm never going to support you. I just wouldn't never do that. Like, I have a child myself. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been through shit myself when I was young. Like, my cousins, my friends been through shit when they was young. That is not something I would condone or support. Like, I'm not going to be out here. And even though he's my brother, even if, say, for example, even if this was true and I decided not to support him and shit, what's the problem with that? I don't have to post him. I don't have to come out and defend him. I would just be quiet. If it was true, I would just be quiet. But I know it's not true. This woman has been in my house crying, saying she's sorry that this is happening because obviously her extended family has done this. She doesn't know really what to do. There's times where I said to her, you know what, just do a video and just talk to the people. She doesn't want to. She just doesn't want to kind of show her face. She doesn't want it out there. She's already had mad, remember this guy, I don't want to name his name, he shared the address again, so she had to move out the house. She was scared, social workers involved. She kind of wanted it to go away, so she didn't really want to do too much. She didn't want to do a video. She thought her statement was enough. And I didn't really say too much on it because after speaking to her, she put it to rest and she did her statement. I just thought, okay, is not what everyone thinks it is, but it kept dragging and dragging. And then there's obviously people, you know how people are, they'll be like, Steph, don't say nothing, you're bigger, you're gonna blow it up, don't really speak on it. But there's a lot of times I was like, what do you mean don't speak on it? Like, I've spoken to the mom, we've all spoken to the mom, like, it ain't that. The mom's been round the house all bare times, just cussing everybody online. That's cussing Dutch, literally cussing everybody, saying fuck these people, this is not fair, blah blah blah. I feel sorry for Dutch. And another thing, she still follows Dutch, and her daughter was following Dutch, and she posts Dutch all the time. She even posted Dutch yesterday. I'm not even going to say who she is on Instagram because she doesn't want people to really chat to her, because bare people's been in her inbox cussing her, saying she got paid, she's a liar, she's all this stuff. So she posts Dutch all the time, and even her daughter still follows Dutch. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, because it's obviously a lot of people feel like, oh, you're just sticking up for your brother. But I swear to God, on my son's life, if it was what you're saying it is, I will fucking shut my mouth. I wouldn't even be saying nothing, and I wouldn't support him the way I do in real life. Forget about internet. In real life, I would say, you know what? You need help, bro. This is sickening. But that's not the case. And there was even a time my brother went to Jamaica. I think when it kind of first happened, he went to Jamaica and he was there for time, and he wasn't talking to no one. He wasn't talking to me. It makes me emotional as well. He wasn't talking to me. he wasn't talking to no one. It was such a bad time. People think this is just the internet. But I don't even want to do this, but it was a bad time, yeah, because I'm strong in it. Like, I don't care what people say about me. I know who I am. Obviously, I've never had something so major happen to me. But even when I go through online stuff, like, I really don't, most of the time, I really don't care, because it's like, I know who I am. But I fucking hate crying. I swear to God, I hate it. Everybody knows. Normally when I cry, I just start twerking, because I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to fucking cry. But anyway, with that whole situation, when he wasn't talking to no one, like, no one couldn't get through to him. My mom, I need to just start twerking, because no, I need to not cry. Wait a minute, I'm talking alive. But that whole situation when he wasn't talking to no one, not answering his phone. Yeah, no, it's fine. I literally thought he's gonna do something to himself. I literally thought he was gonna kill himself, because I don't know how someone could deal with something like that, with it not being true. Like, with the mom being around my house and her whole family being around my house saying, what can we do? Like, apologizing to me the whole time, saying, we're so sorry. What can we do? And no one knew what to do. Everyone thought, okay, we're going to do this. Like, I was like, just come on live, just talk to them. And it was almost like she just didn't really want to do it. She didn't know how to. She didn't want her face to be out there. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hard time. I would always try sending a message, bro, it's going to be all right. Like, don't worry. Everyone's going to know, like, it's not that. Do you know what I'm saying? Then, like, obviously his booking agent dropped him, and a couple people started not really fucking with him. And obviously he's a human being at the end of the day. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, I understand why some people feel like it is what it looks like. But then when you have no victim, and you have the person who you say is the victim come out and say, Dutch is not like that. When you have the mom saying it's not that, but then you have everybody else saying it is that. And it's like, who are you to do this to someone? Who are you to, like, try to... And it's like, it's not even just the internet, because the internet then leads on to these big companies, and these companies are the real problem. They kind of listen to what a few people say, and it's only a few people. It's not even really a lot, because obviously a lot of people still support him. A lot of people, even when he did his video, a lot of people was like, no, we believe you and stuff. It's only a few people, but the problem I'm having is everyone is entitled to say what they want. The problem is that the stuff some of you don't say affects business. And this is really the harsh reality, that someone could go along with a story, have no evidence, have no facts. The people who are the so-called victims come out and say, that's not what it is. This is what it is. No one's pressing charges. No one is saying, this person did this to my daughter. The daughter's saying, Dutch was not even talking to me. The daughter has even come out and said, that's not what it is. Why you lot keep saying that? You know what I'm saying? To a place where she had to put out messages because she wants it to stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't want people to feel like that about Dutch, because the mom generally loves Dutch. Like, she's been on the phone crying to me saying, I'm so sorry. He's not talking to me. What can I do? Like, what can we do so he could talk to us? She has a little son, I think. How old is Wayne? He's like 10 or something. She was like, Wayne misses Dutch so much. Like, I think last year Christmas, I think they was doing something about a one wish. What would your one wish be? And he wrote on the paper, like, it would be for Dutch to talk to us again. Because at the time, that's when he went to Jamaica and he wasn't talking to no one. And his one wish was for Dutch to talk to him again. Does this sound like a monster? Does this sound like a horrible person? Like, you have a whole family missing this guy, but some people on the internet want to say he's this and he's that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just mad. And I thought, you know what, let me speak about it, because I haven't. And I always felt like, when it comes to this stuff online, and I know what's true from what's not, I'm kind of more like the old school person. I'm not like this internet. I don't understand it when people like, oh, you got to address this. I would sit with my friends and be like, bro, we know that's not that. Bro, like, that's unrealistic, bro. There's no... But it's like, I feel like with this situation, it's just like, I'm kind of addressing it because I kind of feel bad for him. It's not even me. It's not even what people are saying about me. Oh, you're this supporter, you're that. People have been saying stuff for years. It doesn't really matter to me, because I know who I am, and I get it. You don't know me, so it's easy to say certain things. And obviously in the past on Twitter, I've said some dumb shit. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie, I said dumb shit. I look at my tweets sometimes and I'm like, it's a bit, what are you talking about? It's a bit mad. So I get that. I get there's obviously perception of me, of who I am, because some tweets that came out 10 years ago, literally almost 10 years, next year is going to be 10 years ago. I've explained myself, apologized. Some people care. I mean, most people don't. Like, the real people that use their brain know what it is. Obviously, there's just a few of you. But anyway, I thought I'd come online and address it. And no, I would not support someone, brother or not. Like, I would not be out here opening my mouth, supporting them, posting them all the time. I wouldn't do none of that. Again, if you know the mother's page, she supports Dutch. Everyone still supports Dutch. Like, that knows, in this situation, that knows everything that's happened. Like, and people wouldn't do that, especially her as a mother wouldn't be doing that. Like, it wouldn't make sense. What else did I want to say? I can't believe I came online and I was fucking crying. What the fuck? Embarrassing. No, it's embarrassing. You know I hate crying, Ria. You know when I'm even crying with you, I start laughing and I just twerk, fam, because I refuse to be sad. But no, it's a touchy subject. And when I remember the times, like when I wasn't sleeping, when it was so hard, thinking my brother might kill himself, because I literally felt like I was about to lose my brother. Like, honestly, you know, when you feel like there's nothing you could do. I was ringing down his phone. I was ringing everybody. He was around the worst. Even if he didn't do that, he was around a whole bad section in Jamaica. Like, it was the worst. I'm hearing all types of stories that's happening down there, and it was mad. And I'm thinking he needs to come back before shit happens. But it was just a mad time. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, there is actually victims. There's a lot of women coming out about stuff, and I see a lot of people on the internet, they don't believe the victims. They don't believe the person who's saying, this is what's happened to me. I see people then saying, I don't believe you. Like the other day, there's a woman who came out talking about her child has been molested by her ex-boyfriend. And the story's there for you lot to look at. I see people saying she's lying. A woman came out, even played a voice note of the child saying this guy did this, and people saying she's lying. To me, you have a real person, you have a real victim, you have real people saying this person did this. In Dutch's case, you have someone saying that's not what it is. This is what it is. And some people, again, I have to say it's a few people, but the few people have affected stuff. So the few people that come out saying, oh, we don't believe the mom, she's been paid. How do we get from someone who's supposed to be the victim saying that ain't what it is, the mom saying it ain't what it is, but then a few people on the internet want to just say that's what it is? Because you lot don't really care about facts. I can't even generalize everybody, because there's a lot of people on here that make sense. There's a lot of people on here that know, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that come in my inbox and support and whatever it is. There's a lot of people still supporting. But I'm saying some of the people online, they don't care about facts. They care about how something looks. It's like, who's the best actor? That's what you don't care about. You don't start analysing a picture like, she looks like she's lying. She looks like she's telling the truth. Oh, I believe it because she looks like. In this situation, it doesn't have to look like anything. There's no victim. Nobody is saying that. Police got involved. Social service got involved. And everyone's saying there's nothing to see here. So how do we still go back to this is what it is? I just don't get it. Anyway, when there is real victims and there is real people out there, I just hope you lot give the support to the people that do come out about stuff like this, about real shit. And it kind of hurt me when I saw that story about the girl talking about her son. And it hurt me seeing people saying this girl's lying. Because I've heard the voice note of the child saying what happened. And that to me is just crazy. Anyway, if that happened to my child, I wouldn't be online. I wouldn't be online talking shit. I'm telling you right now. There will be other shit happening and I won't be online talking about anything. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, shout out everyone supporting and everyone using their brain and not following the crowd and following the sheep and just saying dumb shit. Like, you don't have to understand that there's real people. It's real people. It's real people's lives. Like, the stuff you say sometimes can affect someone. And like I said, with me, it doesn't really affect me. I'm not really on the blogs like that. And you're entitled to say what you want. You pay your own phone bill. You type what you want in it. It's okay, but I'm saying as a human being, sometimes look into yourself before you speak. And I know a lot of times a lot of people are just unhappy in it. Life is hard. I get it. There's a lot of people
loves company, you know.
No, but what I'm saying is a lot of people unhappy. They want to be online and they want to just they want to deflect how they feel. They want to project, should I say? They want to project how they feel, and it's like that's not gonna make you feel better. And to the people that are like nice, like when to the people that support me, support so many other artists, not even just me. The people that are genuinely supportive and nice online, like you lot matter. You lot are so important because. Even for me, when I get messages from my supporters and my fans and they're like, Steph, you know, you help me through my hard times. Your music is what I listen to. That's what makes me keep going. That's what makes me say, no, all the little people talking shit. That don't matter because there's real people that genuinely love you, care about you and support you. So those are the people I really do it for. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Hackney. Everybody knows that. I'm from East London. It's not often people like that. People from there get to do the amazing stuff I get to do, get to meet the people I get to meet, get to speak to the people I get to speak to, get to tell a story to through music. Like it's not every time in it. So it's like I'm grateful, I'm blessed, I'm happy. I just thought let me come on here and let me address some things. Again, only because my friends was telling me a couple of things and some of my supporters were in my inbox asking questions. So I genuinely just wanted to answer it for you. And also for the people that probably don't even, obviously, for the people that don't like me or whatever, I'm addressing just in general. Ria, you got anything to say?
You got this, man. You're a bad girl. I'm not going to put that chair and bad.
Come round, Ria. Come round. Hey, academics. Hi.
Y'all know what it is already, man. Y'all stop being sheep, man, and be, you know, man. You know.
Yeah, man. You lot just spread some more love, man. Jesus
Christ.
Man. But of course, if someone is wrong, hold them accountable. I'm not saying don't. Definitely hold them accountable. But sometimes analyze certain situations and just make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
I see some people saying fuck them. Hi, Nakaya. Hi.
Fuck them, bro. At the end of the day, they know what's real.
Hi, Team STEFFlondon. Oh, come on, Dons. I love you guys. You lot are so...
Hey, y'all.
You lot are so sweet.
Hey. Y'all know what it is, yeah? Anyway,
I feel like I spoke too much, yeah?
And that's got new music on the way. It's about to drop and be fire to blood clot. And so the STEFFlondon done it.
I feel like I spoke too much. And I can't believe I cried on live. Like, this is my first time crying on fucking live. Don't be posting that. No, don't be posting that. Just this is between us, yeah? Don't be posting that part. But, yeah. Okay, I love you guys. I got music coming soon.
Very soon.
I got music coming soon and we're working on a lot of stuff. Don't worry, when the next video drops, there will be way more videos dropping right behind it. Yeah, man, Medea. Love you, Don. All right, I'm gone. Love you guys.